Hello and welcome to another Ask Me Mondays, wearing my Vendetta shirt. No, it stands for vegan savage, just, the vegan generation. Anyways, I'm so happy to talk to you again, and I'm thinking about getting rid of my short beard. What do you think? Let's make a poll up here, because I wear this short beard now for 2 to 3 years, and I feel like, why not go back to the baby face and completely shave? Yeah, I will do it as you said, so vote up here, short beard like that or baby face where completely shave. Let's get into your questions, shall we? First question is, do you believe in horoscopes and what's your zodiac sign? So my zodiac sign is, I think it's called Virgo. And do I believe in horoscopes? No, I don't, because I think there's a word for it. We get so many informations every day, and when we relate something to it, then we think like, oh, that's a sign, this and that. It's like, when you think about a particular friend and then he calls you, you're like, wow, this is a sign. I just thought about you. Yeah, you did. But how many millions of times did friends call you and you didn't think about them? And because that was then not related, so you completely forget about it. But then you think about one randomly. This person calls you, then this is a big sign. No, you were just thinking of that person, and millions of times you're not thinking of a person, and he calls you. It's the same with those numbers. You see 1111 on your phone. Oh, it's a sign. I see it all the time. Yeah, because you relate something to that number, and when you see it, you make this connection and remember it. But how many times do you look at the watch, you look at the clock, and it's whatever time, and you have no association with that? That is this, when we relate something towards it, we give it this big meaning. And that is, I think, the same with horoscopes, that in horoscopes, they write basically everything, that there is something in it that relates to you, and you read blah, 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 and something relates like, oh, I will get so rich, and you want to get rich, I don't know. And then, oh, this is so meant for me, this is so legit, but no, they just want to catch you with something that is relatable for everyone, and then you feel this connection. But no, I don't believe in horoscopes, but if you do, feel free, because freedom is your birthright. I know you said you've been to most of the states in the US, so I'm just curious, what did you think of Oregon? That's where I live. Love your videos. Oregon, I don't remember too much of Oregon, to be honest, because I've been to almost all states besides Hawaii and Alaska, because I did so many vacation trips with my family when I was younger, and we did trips from West Coast to East Coast, back and forth, and I was younger and I don't remember too much about which state it was in, just this whole experience. But Oregon, I know where it's at. It's and I remember being in Portland, and I remember visiting some national parks in Oregon, but I don't remember much, but I'm sure it's super nice, and it's what a perfect place, right above California, close to Canada, the West Coast, like Whistler and Vancouver. That's the place to be, so I've no doubt it's great. Hello, does fructose also turns into acid in your mouth like sucrose does? And is it safe to drink lemon water after brushing your teeth? The first question I have to pass. I don't know, but the second question, is it safe to drink lemon water after brushing your teeth? No, I wouldn't. Because lemon is really acidic, but that's the thing. People think lemon is acidic because it tastes acidic and is acidic in our mouth, but it's how we digest it. And lemon and other citrus fruits, we digest really alkaline, but in our mouth they're mostly acidic. That's why I wouldn't drink lemon water 30 minutes before or after you're brushing your teeth. Do you play video games? If so, what are your favorites? Currently I don't, because social media is my video game. Producing content for it 24/7, that is my highest excitement. And because I'm so passionate about that, there's not much more time to play video games, because then I just would feel like I would waste my time, because I'm so much more passionate about other stuffs, and I stay true to my rule, following your highest excitement. And that's what I do and often did, like in the past when I played World of Warcraft. I really loved it, and I still, I like to stay a bit up to date with the game. I watch videos of, in World of Warcraft there's a new expansion, just brand new, came out, Battle of Azeroth. And of course I watched many of the videos, the trailers and some Twitch streams to see how the new expansion is. But I'm over that. I have so much more things that excite me, much more like educating myself, sharing that knowledge via social media and making this world a more healthy and more compassionate planet. Oh, so cheesy, but so true. And a game I loved and I would still love to play, but the thing is I don't have a TV and a PlayStation to play it and a Xbox. I don't know if it's only for PlayStation. It's called Skate. Because I was a skater boy, I loved skateboarding. It's also a passion of mine, which I ditched because I started weightlifting and I didn't want to injure myself. But I still love to watch skateboarders, and I think I still love to play it because the feeling was so great, because you felt like a pro skater. You went down the controller and you went down with your knees and then up, and you did an ollie and a bit to the right, and you did a kick flip a bit to the left, and you did a heel flip and down left, and you did a pop shove it, and it was so real, and you could skate like the best skater ever. And I always had this feeling, yeah, this is me, and I'm showing off, and I'm the best skater and doing these crazy tricks, and it was so much fun. And that is a game I love because you can play it for 10-20 minutes or half an hour and you're good. You know, you had your fun, you played, it was fun in the moment, and then you can do something else. But the thing with games like World of Warcraft, they're so addictive and they take so much time. When I played World of Warcraft, 1 hour is like nothing. It doesn't even make much sense to log in. Because one dungeon or some battlegrounds, they take multiple hours. And to really get good at the game, you have to spend so many days. I was always, a bit worried when I type in /blade and you see how many actual days, 24 hours you've played. And each character was like 40 days, and you think about it, 40 completely days over a month went into this character. So much time, and that is just something I don't want. That's why if I would have a TV and a PlayStation, I think I would still play Skate, and I heard that there's a new Skate version coming out, Skate 4, and I would love to play that. So if you're in Berlin, if you have a PlayStation and a TV and Skate, then let me know and I will come and we play some Skate. I missed it, it was so much fun. But currently, no, I'm playing nothing. Have you ever fasted only on fruits? Also, what's your thoughts on flat earth? Thanks, brother. So, I have never only fasted only on fruits, but I'm changing that because I'm planning to do a full day of fruits, a fruitarian day where I eat an entire day only fruits. And of course I will vlog it, a full day of fruitarian lifestyle or something, I will name it. So stay tuned, I will do it really soon, I think. And I eat from morning to evening just fruits and let you know how I like it, how I feel. Am I still able to talk because I'm so protein deficient? We will see. And what do I think about flat earth? Yeah, it makes so much sense. I mean, I look over there, it's flat. I look over there, it's flat. As far as I can see, it's all flat, Makes sense, right? I don't even want to talk about it. It's just so stupid. If you really believe that the earth is flat, then I highly recommend you watch some videos on YouTube called Flat Earth Debunked. That you see that we are not living on a flat earth, but on a globe, that the world is round. And I mean, there's a 24/7 hour live stream on YouTube from NASA, from a satellite, where you can see our Earth, and it's clearly a globe. But people claim that is all fake, and it's all made by Disney, and all footage is fake. And I'm so happy when space travel is open for tourists, and then the first people we send into space will be the flat Earth theorists. We send them up to space, let them look at Earth. But they still would say, yeah, the windows here, these seems fake too. It's just ridiculous. It's so obvious that that the earth is not flat. Yeah, please, if you believe that, highly doubt yourself and watch some of the debunking videos. I mean, it's flat here and flat there. It must be flat, right? Do you and Scorpionmind ever do date nights? It would be fun to see film of the local vegan restaurants and what food they serve. Love the Ask Me Mondays. We do every now and then, and good news for that as well, because I think actually soon, tomorrow, or you've already seen it, I'm not sure. I'm doing a full day of eating out in Berlin where I only eat in restaurants because there's so many vegan restaurants. It's named the most vegan-friendly city in Europe, Berlin, and I don't really check out the restaurants. What's wrong with me, right? I get so many questions, which restaurants do you recommend? And I mostly eat at home. So let's change that and explore together. So I think I will do more of them because there's so many restaurants. More of full day of eating out in Berlin, and not only by myself with friends, but also with you guys, with some followers. So if you live in Berlin and speak English, then let me know and we go out for food and I will document it and show you and then give you a review of the best restaurants in town. Baby, let's go. The next one is already I do it tomorrow. Yeah, the next one, or is it then? Maybe you've already seen it. I'm not sure. It will be fun. Stay tuned for that. I show you all the nice spots. And if you have some restaurants in Berlin I should go to, let me know. Which veggies and fruits go in the fridge and which don't? It's really up to you, but in general I think no veggie or fruit has to go in the fridge. But for some it do make sense. For example, carrots or bell peppers, if you don't put them in the fridge, they just get mushy and it doesn't taste good. If you want them to be crisp, put them in the fridge. I put most of my vegetables in the fridge, and I put none of my fruits in the fridge. Let's start with fruits. So for fruits, they should ripen. You should eat your fruit ripe, that the starch in the fruit turns into sugar and they become much easier to digest and often even healthier. So let your fruit ripen, and also much more delicious. Ripe fruit tastes amazing and you can eat so much of it. So let your bananas, your pears, your peaches, your plums, everything let ripen. But when it's at the peak of its ripe state and you don't want to eat it right away, then you can either put it in the fridge, then it will ripen slower, or if it's really the perfect state of ripeness and you don't want to eat it in the next days, then freeze it. Like I freeze my bananas, but I freeze them because I like the state that they're frozen of an ice cream, what I can make out of it. But you can freeze all kinds of fruits and then put them in your smoothie, just blend them up. But keep your fruits out of the fridge until they are ripe, and then you can put it in the fridge or just eat it. Or put your fruits in the fridge if you like to eat them cold. Like apples, you know, they don't need to ripen really, they're ready to eat. And if it's summer like now, I always put a couple of apples in the fridge and eat them because I prefer them cold. They just taste more refreshing, and same for other fruits. So put them in the fruits if you like them cold, and if they are ripe, also put them in the fridge. Did I say fridge before? I don't know. You know what I mean. And now regarding vegetables, I put most of my vegetables in the fridge just because they last longer and they are more crisp. But some veggies people claim that I heard so often, and everyone tells me, don't put your tomatoes in the fridge. You can leave them outside because they will lose aroma if you put them in the fridge, but I never experienced that. I like them much more if they stay in the fridge because they are, I think, more crisp and cold. I just love my tomatoes cold. And sweet potatoes I also mostly don't put in the fridge just because it takes up, too much space. That's why I leave my potatoes out of the fridge. And but most of my veggies, I put them in the fridge because I like them crisp and they last longer. And that's the great thing about fruits and veggies and other bland foods. You don't have to put them in the fridge like meat, which will rotten. So nice. Just what we meant to eat. Is the weight of Victoria's Secret models healthy? I don't know how they look like. So let me pull up some images. Alright, so based on the images what I see here, my statement now is only based on the image I see here, because there are always exceptions, but for the majority of pictures I see now here, they look healthy. They're mostly skinny, but they're not malnourished. They are not underweight. No, they look alright. Fairly skinny, but it's still a healthy weight. And that's all I have to say about that. What is more bad for your health, sugar or sweeteners? For example, cola and cola zero. I know them both are bad for your health if consumed in large amounts, but if you have to choose, what would you drink better? Thanks. You are right that both are not healthy, and it comes really down to moderation is key here. But which one is healthier? I would say sweetness, because for example stevia is 300 times sweeter than sugar, thus you have to take way less, and thus it's way less harmful. And also the sheer calories, you know. Most people, or many people in our Western world struggle with their weight. They want to lose a bit of weight, or they are obese, and most sweeteners have 0 calories and sugar has a lot of calories. So because of these factors that you have to take less and of the calories, I say sweeteners are better, but it all comes down, you know, they're kind of on the same level, but sweetener is a bit better, I would say. But it all comes down to moderation, that you eat them in small amounts. If you use a bit of sugar to eat some healthy meals or to treat yourself, a bit of sweetener to eat more whole bland foods or to treat yourself, all good. But if you eat a lot of them, it's bad for you. Both are. Yeah. Let's just look at the random article to see what they say about it. I rarely do that because random articles are the worst place to get information, but I'm just curious what they say about it. So sweetness versus sugar, what is healthier? Here they say, conclusion, conventional wisdom still holds, moderation is key, as I said, both with artificial sweetener and natural sugar. For someone looking to lose weight, artificial sweeteners are probably your best bet. Table sugar could be less safe than sweeteners if you consider that they increase calorie intake and increase blood sugar levels. That's exactly what I said. So yeah, there you have it. Hi, I love all your videos. My question is about coconut products. I understand that coconut oil is unhealthy, but what about coconut water, coconut milk, coconut butter and shredded dried coconuts? Guess what? I recently just made a post exactly about that at VEGGIES Strengths on Instagram, and I link it to you down below. And I stopped this, asked me one day, so it was great. It was great. I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm so looking forward for your new questions down below. And I'm so looking forward for making the full day of eating out in Berlin and the full day of eating only fruits. And if you have video suggestions what I should do, then also let me know down below. I'm always open-minded and love to do stuff, to show you, to give you some valuable information, input in an entertaining way, because it's just much more fun to watch. And that's just who I am. A funny guy with lots of energy. Can't change that, that's just me. Love me or hate me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm repeating myself. Double biceps. Peace out.